Beautiful lighting on a gorgeous grove of eucalyptus. They're flammable, but they're beautiful. And here I am, right here, trying to get this rock out of this gully. This is my neighbor's place. And he's right across the street in San Diego, and he said, "Oh yeah, I got lots of boulders you could have. I dumped them all down in this gully. Take as many as you want. They're hard to get out though." I said, "Well, I always like a challenge." So I've been working on this one for 15 minutes, trying to pull it up there without dumping the tractor in the gully. I'm gonna try to get that one over there too, from next to the pool. So anyway, I'm having fun. I would get to take the crane down here, but it's a little 4-wheel drive action, and the crane is not equipped. So what's that from? Anyway, yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to give you too many live action shots just because day is already late. I got to get this job done. I'll give you some finished video of what I was able to capture. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's just too darn bad. I don't have a camera person. I can film this one, pulling it out. Basically, there's the situation right there. We get it up. We'll drive it all the way up this hill. The very top. My house is across the street, way up there. Wish me luck. Gary's winning. Okay, so I think this is about the biggest rock I could pull out with this kind of a situation. But the method I used was strapping it, pulled it up, then it got kind of stuck, went forward a little bit until it fell back down. Before it fell back down, got momentum and went back real hard and got it up like a foot. Did that again and again and again. Finally flipped over and I drug it, which is the right verb, up to there. Now I'm going to shorten the chain. I think it's going to be an easy pull from here on out. These straps are really good about grabbing the rock. They do get trashed. You can find these on the side of the freeway for free in the strap section. And they're very useful. Make little loops on each end. Basically, guys that strap their stuff down, straps broke or fell off or blew off, and guys like me come along, pull over, grab it, make a couple loops on each end, have a nice strap to destroy with rocks. But of course, we get a few rocks before we totally destroy them. And that's the story. Yes, I was right. I'm winning. I think I'm going to win this battle. Now it's time to take the chain off, put the strap directly on a fork, get it out here in the open, take the strap off, get under it with the forks, drive it up to the top, and dump it in my stockpile, and then repeat. That's how you get free rock. Be nice to your neighbors. The old boy is doing it. He's doing it. He's getting it done, inch by inch. I think these rocks, last one I had probably weighed about, maybe 900 pounds. This one's probably 700, 800. So it's like 4 Garys. Trying to drag 4 dead Garys out of a ravine, all tied up together in a bundle. And that would be a chore, I think, because this is certainly a chore. And that's all I know. Yep. Stole the skateboard from a little tiny person. Probably kind of a mean thing to do, but makes for a great keychain holder. Those are the wedges. Got it a couple more feet. It's too bad there wasn't like a time lapse. You see how heavy that is? It's like lifting the whole machine up. That's how heavy it is. I almost got it. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You got to win this war. You ever seen a tug of war match where you're like sure you were going to win and all of a sudden the other team just started pulling super hard? That's what's happening here. I think I need to take it off, make sure it doesn't roll down, wedge it, get it from the downhill side, try to pick it up again. Every time you re-rig though, it's like 5 minutes, just days getting really long here. Got to get this rock.
It's just tricky. I told you I would win. All right, that did it. I think I want to shorten the strap a little bit, get it off the machine so it's not bouncing on the machine, and go to the next rock.
All right, so I know it doesn't look big, but that was a struggle. 3 hours? No, 2 hours. 2 hours, 3 rocks.
Oh my heavens.
Yeah, there it is. 1, 2, 3. So some of these I'll leave along the road. Some I'll put out by the pool in the back. And it looks a lot better to have a rock there, right? Get some succulents out here. Give it a little interest. And see if I can go get some more right now. Okay, now we're really getting somewhere. Look at that. Did I fail to tell you guys? Swimming pool. Can't remember what I told you so far. Let's go tell you. Let's tell you right now why I'm doing this. All right, here we go. Palm forest, palm and mango forest. And here's all the rock. The dude who sold me the house, he had to blow out all this rock to build this driveway. So I put it all to use right here. Looks gorgeous. And then I need to put a bunch of big rocks over there. Huge, big flat rock that weighs 20,000 pounds. I'm gonna have to put a crane over there. Crane is barely gonna be able to send that rock over there. That's gonna be like a, you know, if I were a bikini model, that's where I would lay kind of rock. And I'll show you that rock right now. And I need a bunch of other rocks to go with it. So my neighbor was nice enough to say, go for it. Take as many as you want. He was even wanting to give me rocks that are in the landscaping around his house. I'm like, no, these rocks look really good here. I'll get the rocks that don't look good down in the gully that are extremely hard to get. We're gonna move this big rock. I inherited that rock. That's going over there. That's not the bikini rock. This would be an extra small bikini rock right here. Mini bikini. I'll show you the big bikini rock. This is the one that's driving the whole deal. Guy built this driveway right here. He had a huge rock. He had to push it out of the way. That's all he could do. He couldn't pick it up. It's so heavy. So I'm going to get a huge crane. We're going to pick this thing up. The crane's going to sit right there. My truck's going to be right here. Put it in my truck. Crane's going to go down there, drive my truck down, pick it up, put it in place. Easier said than done. It's going to take all day just to do that. It's going to cost me at least $2,000 of crane time. Here's the front of the rock. It's like 8 feet long, 3 feet thick. It's huge. And it's a beautiful face. It's going to be right in front of the pool. Hopefully it doesn't flip the crane over or anything bad happens. You can imagine, if I were a bikini model, how good would I look laying on that rock, assuming it was flat, not tilted. I can't live with myself and leave this rock here. It's just a stupendous rock. So anyway, it needs some rocks to go around it. So it's a 20,000 pound rock. My tractor can only move 1,000-pound rocks, which this one over here is probably about 1,000 pounds. So anyway, it's going to look really little next to that one, but at least there'll be, you know, there'll be some other rocks with it. It won't be alone and sad like a person at a party all by themselves at their own party. So that's it. That's why we're doing it. Oh, it's the mother lode. Should I try to get it? You don't even know how big that rock is until I toss my sombrero over there. Whoops. What happened? I'm back. All right, I'm gonna do that sombrero toss. Ready? That rock is 8-9 feet high. Looks like it clefted it off down here at the bottom. That is such an awesome rock. Imagine if that rock's next to my swimming pool. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no way I'm getting that rock. So my neighbor is the coolest guy in the world. His name's George. And he's like, yeah, I was thinking of putting some dirt on this thing and making a mountain bike jump. Like, I ride mountain bikes. I go down some crazy stuff, but nothing like that. I'm like, you can land that? And he's like, yeah, he's got a nice little transition right here, no problem. And it's like, I don't know, man, by the time you land it, you're going like 50 miles an hour, and then you got to somehow hit the brakes before you end up down in the ravine. So, yeah, if you ever go mountain biking with George, you better wear your helmet. This is more my size right here. This little tractor could barely pick this one up, but that's a beautiful rock, nice and rounded. So, swimming pool is gonna be awesome. I think this is it. This is gonna be the end of the video, and you'll just have to wait when I get the crane, and you'll see what I did with George's rocks. Of course, he's gonna be invited over. He'll have perpetual swimming rights at the swimming pool. Might even give him the secret code to the beer cooler. And not even before the dust is settled. I like it. I like it. These were all broken rock right here. They're all angular. And this all goes back to a beggar cannot be a chooser. So you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. I'd rather have all rounded rocks, but I got these angular rocks, so definitely I'm gonna use them. But then over here, I'm gonna have rounded rocks, as you can see. So how do you transition between angular rocks and rounded rocks? You get semi-rounded rocks with little broken edges on them as a transition, right? Everything's a transition in the natural world. Here's the first rock. This is gonna be the end of the video, I promise. We're gonna put huge craned rocks in over there. Be able to lay on the rock. Just pretend you're a bikini model. That's what I'm gonna do when I'm on it. Dive into the pool, don't kill yourself. And then some smaller rocks over here, probably do with the tractor like I did, but huge rocks over here. Crane high in the sky, $2,000 crane, which is actually a bargain. And yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be superfluous. I know that's not the right word. It just sounds funny. Day 2 rock moving. Yes, that is a 4-wheel drive Montero undergunned with a big old 20-foot trailer. But I'm hoping it's gonna make it up that super steep slope right there. Maybe I'll set up the camera like on a rack when I finally do that. It might be entertaining. All kinds of bad things can happen. But anyway, I found this fantastic bench rock buried in the debris. I found this beautiful piece of granite buried. Fortunately, a little piece broke off, but it's still gonna form a perfect seat rock right above the giant bikini rock where I'm gonna wear a bikini and lay out by the pool. So if that thought scares you, then you better call me before you show up. All right, to be honest, I've never worn a bikini. Never thought about it until now. But you shouldn't knock something until you try it, so maybe I'll try it. I don't know. Probably not, but maybe. You never know. I thought about that last little segment, and I thought, at least I didn't say a thong. Okay, now that I'm almost done, I just figured out the best way to do it. Oh, you always get good at something, right, when you're done with it, right? So I decided to put my little boom on, see what happens. And I guess it all makes sense. The higher the pick point, the more vertical you're pulling on it. Even though it's far away, as you're pulling it to you, it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter, less resistance. And this thing's ready to pull it right out of the canyon here. So I'll see if I can do that on camera. Let's try it. See what happens. Drive it backward.
Woo! Here it comes. The ice gets shorter now. We'll probably roll down the hill. Probably get it out of the gully first. Oh no! Drag it up the hill. Oh, here it comes. Woo! Woo! Ah, that was exciting. Alright. you're trying to get rocks out of a gully, buy a boom! Boom! Boom, 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 boom. Boom!
Oh my goodness. I forgot to film it, guys, but that was exciting. Oh boy. Yeah. I tied the rocks on. None of them fell out. I would have heard it and felt it, but oh my goodness. I barely made it. That would have been a great video. I just was like so worried about it that I kind of forgot to film it, you know? Maybe that's the way to do it. No distractions. See here? I was barely going forward here. I had a running start too. Jeez. If they made it any steeper, I had another rock on, I wouldn't have made it. I was spinning here. 4 wheels, all 4 wheels. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. Oh man, that was. You probably can't tell how steep it is. I don't know. How can I tell you how steep it is? I roll something down the hill. Maybe that's a fixed. Oh, look right here. This will tell you how steep it is. Look, it's a heart. Is that a heart? Here we go. Just keeps rolling. Keeps going. Look at that. Well, it almost went all the way. All right, so yeah, that was really steep. I'm gonna get some at the top. I'm done at the bottom. That was quite fun. Gotta thank my new buddy George for letting me salvage some rocks from his gully down there that he dumped him into in 1996, apparently with a D4 dozer when he was making these roads and trails. Thanks, George. All right, I got the big guns out. I didn't want to take the big guns down there where I drove the Montero and barely got out with 4-wheel drive, because this thing's 2-wheel drive and its lowest gear is incredibly high. And I think if I would have gotten that truck down there, the truck wouldn't have gotten out. So, hey, George said that I could take this one right here. He wanted me to take these. These are impossible. These are in the way of his road. I need a giant excavator to get those out. I'm gonna take that one. And I think the one on the top of that pile right over there is loose. And that's probably gonna be it. That's all I need. All right.
The nerve-wracking part is when you have it partially over your truck. That's the nerve-wracking part. Barney Rubble would be so proud of me. And Bam Bam would have so much fun in this yard. Woo, okay. It's nerve-wracking, but not as nerve-wracking as it was. It's gonna get less nerve-wracking by the second, by the inch. Woo! That's how you do it. How's that for some rocks? Those are like 9 feet tall. Somebody was standing over there. Those boards are probably 40 feet on this side of the rocks. Those things are so beautiful. Imagine having natural rocks like that in your yard right when you buy your house without having to do anything. First time I came over here to have some beers with these guys, I was like, oh my god! I'm sorry, oh my goodness! I just climbed up on the rock with my bear and like sat up there like a coyote looking over the landscape. Maybe like a mountain lion, more like a mountain, or a wolf. Maybe a wolf. Wolves sit on rocks? I think they do.
Okay. Shallow and I are out here having more fun. Are we having more fun, Shallow?
Yeah.
Are we making more paradise?
Yeah.
It's gonna look awesome?
Yeah.
How come you're so sure it's gonna look awesome?
You're the best.
I paid him $20 to say that on camera. Or was it 30? Anyway, so I'm playing some games here, putting all these rocks in I got from across the street, giving them a more glorious lifestyle. I have these really beautiful rounded ones over here, and then I have all these angulars. So I'm doing kind of like semi-round and transitioning into angular. I do have this really cool, like, it's a quarter rock. It's a quarter round rock. It's that one over there I just started with. Anyway, I'm thinking it's gonna look fantastic right here. Probably have to dig a little bit more here because I'm gonna take advantage of the flat spot here, the flat spot in the back, flat spot here, and I'll have this nice rounded thing in the front. Hopefully it's gonna be as good as I say. Otherwise, I'm just gonna look stupid. So let's see. I'll put it in place and you can tell me what. I'm not gonna show every little step, but you get the idea. Use the tractor and the hook, move the rock. You wanna see the finished product. That's all you care about, right? All right, agreed. Okay guys, you know that saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure? That's kind of under the presumption that you don't know the man, one man. But in this case, we do. It's my neighbor across the street, George. Thank you, George. Giving me your rocks. 1996, George moved in. He paid $108,000 for that house. I think that's the story. Some crazy cheap figure. And he's literally only my age. It's not like he's some dude who's 96 years old. No, he's like my age. He says he can jump his mountain bike like 40 feet. And he was going to make a jump over there. And I thought, I think I'm good for about 15 feet. He says he could still jump 40 feet. Yeah. So anyway, he must have been a young chap when he bought the house in 1996. And for whatever reason, he had all these rocks. And they were in the way. And so he bulldozed them into a gully. These are the small ones. These are the ones that I could get in with the tractor. This side, I'm gonna have the more glorious rocks. I have some really big ones myself, the big plateau rock, the bikini rock. You can only sit on it if you're wearing a bikini. So if you're a guy, you might have to go to a thrift store and get a good deal. Anyway, it's a bikini rock, it goes right there. Bench rock just above it. Then a bunch of big rocks going around. And we're gonna put a big giant crane over there. I think I've talked about this before. But anyway, I was able to get these in on this side. You don't wanna minimize the time of the crane because I can't afford it. It's like $2,000. Just for one day, and I know that, you know, it's gonna take a whole day to get it done. And look, George's rocks got me a step. I know the lighting's terrible right now, but whatever. Got me a step. Boink, boink, boink. Do, 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 do. Like that. So thanks to George, you'll be able to get in the pool. You'll be able to get on the diving platform real easily now. And so the next big thing is next time I come, we're gonna make a really awesome video because we'll be spending $2,000 on a crane. Hopefully not more than that, possibly $2,500. And we'll get this thing done. Once we get it done, we can bring in all the tropical paradise. And I think that's the end of another episode. And there it is. One man's trash is another man's Rocky Mountain. Check it out. It looks pretty good. Got 2 special rocks. I'm going to a neighbor's house right now and getting. They said I could have them out by the road. And backside is finished. Now we just got to do the front side with the big rocks. Believe it or not, this is the anticlimactic side. The other side will be more climaxish. I'm not sure about the right word there. Something like that. Yep, that's another chapter though. Next time. Dios mio. That's my comment. What's your comment?
When you were standing under this rock, you could have fallen here.
Are you afraid of the paparazzi? The palm tree paparazzi? Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Woo, 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 woo. So we're setting it up. These are the big boys here. No way I can get those in there on my own. So I'm getting them out of the truck. Got them from George. And here's all the little ones right there. Did that with a little baby tractor. All the big boys and big girls. It's hard to sex rocks. I think they're both, you know, monoecious, dioecious. Anyway, they're all gonna go right there with the big crane. So that's the next thing. And we survived that one. So far we survived everything. Knock on wood. More rock rescue. This is Maureen's house. She rents it out. And I knocked on the door and they said, call Maureen. And I asked Maureen about her rocks and she said, yeah, you can have them. Go for it. And give some avocados to the people, the renters. I'm like, okay. So here we are. We're gonna take Maureen's rocks. I'm gonna invite her to the pool party when I'm all done. There's actually 2 of them there. So we're gonna get them right now. I think we got it. I think we got it. Put the dig behind it. Moving. Hey. Whoop. Rotate. Up. A little more. Hey. What if I get some wood under it now? Let's see. Oh, slippery. Woo. There we go. This is a beautiful rock. Oh yeah, that's a good spot right there. No rattlesnakes? Okay, here we go. What's it like being an underpaid supervisor? Yep, got a block under it, got chain under it, had to dig a little bit. Here comes the hook. Muffy's becoming a professional. Everyone's watching us. We're used to that. Okay, here we go, stop. Whoa, you gonna do no, stop. Good, stop. Number 1. Number 1, yeah, there you go. Not a girl. Okay, do number 2 up. A little more. Okay, now do number 4. Rotate to me a little, just a little, right there. Okay, now do number 2 down. Stop. Okay, do number 1 out. Right there. Okay, now we're close enough we can grab it. Like so. Now it's Daddy's turn. Here we go. That's what happens when Gary moves to the neighborhood. Everybody loses their rocks. This is a heavy one, guys. Woo! Heavy. Big boy. Oh, that's a big boy. That's bigger than Bob's big boy.
The eagle has landed in my truck.
Daddy and Daughter Rock Removal Services Incorporated, at your service. Mom, do you think we should quit our jobs and do this for a living, you and me as a team? You don't think so? Look at all these rocks we got. Only 10 avocados. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Look, we have spectators. 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 Oh, there's a little snail going for the ride. Look, poor little guy. I wonder if he's alive. All right, Mom, put that rock in the truck. Let's take that baby home. Mom, do you think the rocks look better on this hill amongst all the weeds, buried in the weeds? Or it'll look better next to our swimming pool?
Next to the pool.
Next to the pool, yeah?
Yeah.
That's an easy one. Was it worth 10 avocados? They're pretty good avocados. Heck yeah, it was. Oh yeah, here we go. Not. We need to see how big that rock is. Sit on it. No, she's not 7 years old. She's actually a full-grown adult. That's just a really big rock. Look at that thing. Yeah, you like it?
Nice.
Yeah? Did you have fun? Any comments?
It's just a lot of rocks today.
You don't like our rocks? So that rock map, let me show you where it's going. Can't deal with the little guy. It's too heavy. I got a spot for it right here. Big one right there. You can take up this whole area because it really matches those. And then it's got its little buddy. Put its little buddy there. And then we start with the really big rocks. We'll have to use a crane, the big crane, to get the rock here because there's no way we can get it here. And there she is.